I entered the room, I froze in shock at the scene. Moments later, Tony reacted just as I had. I explained that when I arrived, the woman surrounded by a pool of blood was already lying on the bed. We immediately notified the other three. This attic was purchased by the 5 of us together. It served as our secret hideout for activities we didn't want our wives to know about. Because there were no hotel records, our marriages remained perfectly secure. Ironically, the keys were first distributed at George's wedding, just steps away from our unsuspecting wives. Back then, we schemed about spending wild nights in the loft. Carter initially refused, but eventually joined in. At the wedding, he met a beautiful woman and became the first to use the loft for our games.
Listen, do you want maybe get a cup of coffee? Someplace quiet? Private?
But when Carter arrived at the scene, he said nothing. He immediately thought of his brother George, the one obsessed with risk and adventure. Then, Chris entered. He was the 4th to arrive, the youngest among us. Chris retained a measure of rationality. He turned the woman's body over to see her face. But when he lifted the pillow, he discovered a line of scribbled English words on the bed. None of us understood what it meant. Finally, George arrived. He was the most suspicious among us. But upon seeing the body, he swore he'd been with his wife all day. We didn't believe him, for there were no signs of forced entry, and the door could only be opened with our key. That meant the killer was one of us. 5, yet no one confessed. We suspected each other of being the murderer, so who was the real killer?